Alright boy, our tutorial is on a move called the Volpe trick. Here it is. That's the move, and here is a slow-mo. Okay, so to get right into it, what you're going to want to do is you're going to start off this move holding the safe handle in this kind of a top-down sort of grip, right? So my thumb's on the top, my forefingers on the bottom, and the bite handle is loose, right? So on top of the safe handle, just like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by flinging the bite handle over the back of your hand, just like that. So you got the safe handle, you fling the bite handle over the back of your hand. Notice my thumb is still just in a top sort of position. When you fling the bite handle over the back of your hand, you are going to do a little bit of a switch with your thumb to be on the side. So my thumb starts on the top of the safe handle, I fling out the safe handle, and my thumb switches to be on the side. So it's on the top, and it switches to be on the side, like that. So now my thumb is on the side of the safe handle, just like that. So when you do it right, starts on the top, you fling the knife out, and it's on the side, just like that. Now, once you've done that, what you're going to do is you can see how your fingers are pointed downwards right now, my, whatever, 4 fingers. You're going to take your 4 fingers and you're going to point them upwards. You're going to externally rotate your hand and point your hand upwards like that. Now, so if you do those 3 steps correctly, so you fling the bite handle out, you put your thumb on the side, and you point your fingers upwards, what'll happen, you can see it just happened there, is you'll get a flip like that happens where the knife will come and it'll flip around and it'll hit your thumb, just like that. And this, of course, is the setup for the first thumb roll. So when you do it right, you put it all together, fling the bite handle out, thumb on the side, fingers up, bam, the bite handle is going to hit your thumb, just like that, right about there. So it hits right about where the bottom of my nail is, right? So it hits right about there. So once you are able to do this, of course, the next step is going to go to right into a reverse thumb Chaplin, just like that. So you do a reverse thumb Chaplin for 1 rotation. So the key to this, one, you just got to be able to do a Chaplin, but it's just as simple as when it hits your thumb, you're going to release with your 4 fingers, and you're going to move your hand slightly to the left, so my left, and then up forward, and then around, right? So it's going to do a little bit of a clockwise circle. If this is confusing at all, watch my Chaplin tutorial, it'll be in the description. So anyway, so you fling out the bite handle, thumb goes on the side, palm up. Just as it hits, you're going to release with your 4 fingers. It's going to do 1 rotation, and you're going to catch it right in the exact same spot again. So once you have that mastered, you got the first roll down. The second part, the transition here, is what makes this the Volpe trick. So what the Volpe trick looks like is it looks like that. Now, to practice this move, what you do basically, so you start in this position here. So this is the catch position or the throw position for the Chaplin. So it's right here. So you've got the safe handle in your hand, you've got the blade right where the start of your thumbnail is, basically right there, and you're just sitting in this position here. And what you're going to do is you're going to do from the elbow, you can see from the elbow here, you do a little bit of a wrist flick. So you can see my wrist is oriented this way, and I'm going to flip it out that way, kind of like that kind of motion. At the same time, I'm going to do a little bit of an outwards push with my elbow, right? So at the same time, I get that kind of a motion. Of course, that only takes me halfway. And so the other half is to do a backwards pull with my elbow, right? So you do from here, with the resting on your thumb, you do the wrist flick and outwards pull, and then you do the backwards pull. And what that's going to do, right, is going to cause the handle to fling out, and the backwards pull is going to bring it back. And you're going to wind up right back in the same spot you were, right over your thumb. So you can just practice this move, right? So you do the wrist flick and the pull, and it winds up right where it was before. And once you get good, you can do it basically just like every time, you know? You just practice it till you can go from this thumb position right back to the thumb position again. Once you have that mastered, what you can do is you can take your thumb, instead of your thumb, you put your index finger in. So you can see my index finger right about where the crease, the first knuckle crease is right there. My thumb is underneath here, in this position here, and you just do the same trick with your index in the way. So as you can see, it's a similar kind of thing, right? So you do the wrist flick and the elbow, and then the elbow comes back. So just like that. So once you can do the thumb flip, and you can do the index flip, you're ready to put them together. So what you do is you start, so right from the start again, right, you're going to fling out the bite handle, thumb goes on the side, palm up. Just as it hits, you're going to do one rotation. Right from here, you're going to go right into the flip. So your elbow goes out, you flip, and just as it's spinning, you're going to take your index and place it in front of the safe handle. And you're going to catch on top of your index. So you throw it with your thumb and you catch on your index. You can just practice this on its own too, right? Just like that. So start with the thumb, catch on the index, just like that. And right when you catch, so to recap, I'll just show you what that looks like, right? So just like that. So you do the thumb Chaplin, you go into this and you catch right here. And right when you catch, what you're going to do is just as it hits your index finger, you're going to extend your thumb and four fingers, this kind of position here, and you're going to allow it to do as many rotations as you want. It's another Chaplin, right? This one's neat because it's an open hand Chaplin, so you have a couple of different catch options. Anyway, so you can just practice the index, the reverse index Chaplin. You can basically just start from this Volpe trick and practice going right into that. Here, let me see if I can even do it without the rest of the move. Yeah, so you can practice going right into that Chaplin. It's going to be a little bit tricky. You can also just practice just your basic reverse Chaplin, and that'll help you as well. But it's a similar kind of thing, right? You do a little bit of a circular motion in a clockwise direction, the knife's going to spin. So once you're able to do that, right, so you're able to do the reverse thumb Chaplin, you're able to do the reverse index Chaplin, I'm going to go over the couple different catches for this move. So there's a few different ones. So that's basically the Volpe trick. And then, of course, when you do the Volpe trick, just as I said, right, you wind up, I catch, usually with my thumb, but that's the Volpe trick, right? So there's all kinds of stuff you can do from there. Anyway, so after you've done the fling and you've done the reverse Chaplin, the easiest way to catch is to just stick your thumb. So your thumb is usually down, right? If you're doing like a sustained Chaplin, let's see if I can, right? Your thumb is out of the way. What you can do is you can take your thumb and you can just raise it up. And what's going to happen is the safe handle is going to hit your thumb and you can catch just like this. So from that reverse Chaplin, right, it does about a half rotation and you stick your thumb in and you can catch here. From here, you're loaded up perfectly to do a Zen rollover, just like that. So that's what you would have seen in the slow-mo. Another thing you can do is instead of, during this reverse index Chaplin, instead of sticking your thumb up, what you can do is you can stick your middle finger up. And so the knife will rotate around your index finger, and you can raise your middle finger and catch in this position here. So I'll show you what that looks like. Just like that. And from here, you can fling the knife backwards over your middle finger, and you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Like you can go into a nice reverse Murnax ladder here. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. So I'll let you figure that out, but basically the two ways to catch the reverse index Chaplin are to either raise your thumb and catch the safe handle, or to raise your middle finger and catch the safe handle. Those are the two basic ways. So let me just show you the whole move one more time here. Right, so there it is. And you see I caught with my thumb there, and you can go into whatever you want. So that's it. Hope you guys liked that one. Thanks for watching. Peace.